Welcome back to the colony. My name is Pepler, and the march of civilization continues ever onwards here in Rimworld, despite the game's best attempts at stopping that from happening. So yeah, we posted Temp last episode, so that was interesting to say the least. And also returned the tile mostly back to what it is, so there's that. As for what this episode is probably going to be, it's probably going to be about exploring this bring the launch site up down over here. Any other interesting sites? Yeah. It's a purple launch site, if my ship will even fit in one of those opening spots. Hopefully it does. At least that's the plan if the game lets us get that far. And if you want to catch up on the rest of the series, there's a playlist in the cards where you can do exactly that if this is the first video you've seen from me on this particular playlist. Well, that's a 3% bonus to the immunity gain speed of Arcana, so that's straight. Run that one again, please. Well, looks like we got Mechanoids incoming. Oh, it's gonna be one of those unfun raids. All combat personnel, report for active combat duty. We got hostiles inbound. And, recall the bots. Well, the termite is dead. Right out the back, too, so that's great. You know, this might actually not be too bad, since we seem to be dealing with the Mechanoids pretty well. Just keep moving. Well, anyways, the wall's breached, and the raid is already mostly dead, which is nice for us. Well, I hope the catapact armor is great at keeping our colonists alive. And so far, it's proven to be pretty reliable on that front. And there goes the raid. Well, Warmfare, how are you doing since you seem to be the most wounded colonist? Gunshot to the right hand. Alright, I guess the ER bots will see you soon. Or you're an actual doctor. Although I guess in this scenario, ER bots are the doctor's helpers. Well, now we just have a plate to deal with. Martin, Kazumi, and Jerk. Kazumi is the only one that I'm actually worried about because, that's a child. But oh well, I guess the ER bots and the doctors will see you soon. First there's a plate, now there's a tantrum. Martin. The file straw is insulted. The target is random furniture items and structures. Alright. Well, that's a 2% bonus to the medical operations speed of Arcana, so that's straight. Run that one again. And we have mass rolls to deal with. Lovely. Okay, that's gonna be your job, I think. Well, Sasa's hit a growth moment. Let's see now for the 3 passions. I'm thinking animals, plants, and medical. And tough has a trait that she'll gain. Well, Mark is off on an insulting spree. The file straw was drowsy. Well, this time might be a complete write-off, mostly because of the toxic fallout that's going on right now. So, I think I might be skedaddling out of the cattle fortress to somewhere else with the greener pastures. Well, I feel like checking out an abandoned colony, so recall the bots, because we're heading out. And, you want these components. And that should take care of that. Launch a ship. It's time for us to GTFO. Right, it's Ghost Town. Toodaloo, toxic fallout. Yeah, that's the nice part about nomads. We don't have to tolerate that if we don't want to. I should have taken down the hotel, but oh well, it is what it is. Well, we have arrived, and this is the abandoned colony. Let's just park it right over here. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. And hopefully there's something good in the colony. And minor dropship crash as the reward. Okay. Well, somebody already was careless enough to not have doors on their buildings. On-top cocktails. Revolver, normal quantity. Great bow, normal quantity. I wonder what's inside the buildings that aren't, well, visible to us. So let's send Sparky down to go check them out. See if it's actually abandoned or if there's somebody hiding inside. Well, here's a brewery. Alright, so check out the other one. And bedrooms. Yep, that was the entire colony. Well, anyways, they're just gonna knock down the colony and return it to the wilds. And I think that's gonna be the builder boss jobs. Or actually, they fix up the dropship. Well, let's just see what's in this sealed debit cage. And I think that's gonna be Sparky's job. And corpse. What's the prize? Well, that's a 3% bonus to the eating speed of our colonists, so our colonists can wolf down their meals faster. Run that one again, please. Well, the dropship can launch again, so I guess we're just gonna pack up and head out to the next tile. Recall on the bots. And it's time for us to leave. Hopefully there's not a dropship crash this time. Let's see, glacial plain, but I probably don't want to go there just yet. Mostly because there's no way of growing food outside of hydroponics. There's a lakeside tile I could possibly poke. Don't know if there's enough room for my ship, though. Because that's kind of an issue. Well, I think I found the next town to visit. It's a lake. Well, I guess that's where we're headed. Toulouse Desert. Well, looks like this is gonna be our new home for a little while. Let's just park the ship right here. Confirm. And hope nothing goes wrong. As usual. And nothing went wrong. Good. Well, looks like we found the ancient danger this tile. And it's this building right here. Well, that's a lot of knots. 17 to be exact. Oh well, I guess that's food for us. Well, the knots are leaving. Assuming we don't hunt them down first. Well, that's a 3% bonus to the medical operation speed of our colonists, so that's great. Run that one again, please. Well, looks like we have some less than friendly visitors in the form of a Mechanoid raid. Lucky it's one of those raids that will let me prep for a little while. So listen, it's your job to go deconstruct this here steel wall so we can let the Mechanoids in to the Hallway of Doom. And boom. Well, looks like they're beginning their attack run on us, so recall on the bots. Lock everybody inside of Area 1. Oh dear. Nixon. Alright, you got at least one partial lane of spy traps while you're busy pooching up your guts. Oh yeah, pregnant. That'd explain it. Well, the mofos are starting to roam away, but, I don't think they're gonna get very far, though. Didn't I recall all the bots? And what the heck is, Butterbot Tier 3-5 doing out there? I said recall all the bots, you goober. And we had a healthy childbirth, even though I completely, missed that one. Okay, time to name the baby. Endor. Alright. Please welcome Endor to the colony. Well, that takes care of the, Mechanoids. Looks like the Helium Traps, remains undefeated, for raids that attack us head on. Well, Kazumi has hit a growth moment. So it's the, 4 skills are construction, medical, intellectual, and artistic. Past Saturn can be the trait, that they get from this. Speedy has decided to hide in the room. Let's just see why. The final straw was Supreme Expectations. Alright. Well, I guess it's, Jared's turn, for another pregnancy. And that's a 3% bonus to the injury healing factor of Arcana, so that's straight. Run it one again, please. Well, so much for the food, source that we're, also using. There's still rot abound. So, yeah, rip the fish. Well, looks like we got people, coming to pay us a visit. Colonel, Covenant is paying its visit? Well, we have officially made it to spring, in this tile. Well, looks like we got more visitors, and, not enough test beds. Well, I know how to fix that. It's called you build more. What a novel concept. And we got a perfect score of 100 out of that batch of visitors, so, that means, the other batch of visitors should have enough beds now. Well, that's a 2% bonus to the melee dodge chance for Arcana, so that's straight. Run it one again, please. Well, the Dill Rod is also ending, so that's straight. We have a score of 60 out of that batch of visitors, and a gift. 216 silver from the Skyflight Cartel. Well, now we're dealing with, seasonal flooding and incoming Mechanoids that are doing 13 days. You know, I'm surprised the, icons are still, functioning and haven't been fried yet, but oh well. I guess I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Well, looks like we've got a Mechanoid cluster to deal with, so I think that's a, lock the doors and pretend the outside world doesn't exist, for right now, and then just shell it with artillery. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I mean, it's never really failed on me before, so why would it fail now? Knock on wood, of course. And of course there's a shield. That's a med drop beacon. Where's the shield? I would hope if I could, re-type currency. Oh, it's by the Series Tesseron. Med tie shield. Alright, that's what we have to worry about. You lot, go report to the, mortars for your orders. And that's in. Drop it, door. Well, now that every mortar is, armed. Send for its target, destroy that high shield, and open fire. And it's done. Along with that Tesseron. Go destroy that Mad Parther, please. Yeah, because I'm not too worried about the Metroid heading towards the, base because of the Helium Traps. Destroy that, other Mad Parther, please. And then destroy the turrets. I'm surprised it's still alive. I thought I had enough mortars to just wipe the entire thing in one go. I guess not. Oh well, at least we're not fighting the Met Shield. Because I already took that out. Right, now it's gone. And so is that, unstable power cell. Now take out that turret, please. You know, I'm surprised it's still around. And Speedy is off on a soccer bench. No you're not. Speedy? And that takes care of that. Right, don't rush it, Speedy. Classic. Nixon, you may go back to whatever you were doing before I called you to, combat. The rest of you, on the other hand, are going in to destroy the rest of the turrets. And you're going to gather up here. Right, hay house. Get in there. Red is off on a date. Have fun, Red. Any more mental breaks? Hopefully not. Okay. You had one job, and that was to not go off on a tantrum. And so that's that turret taken care of. On with that charge turret. Well, that takes care of the Mechanoid cluster, so that's great. Alright, I guess everybody can go back to whatever they were doing. Bicep is off on a daze. The final straw was tired. Alright, have fun, Bicep. Kate went down to the traps. I think Kate will make it to the hospital on her own, or with the help of a friendly robot at some point. Such as this here emergency robot. See, caught it. And we received a score of 70 out of that batch of gas, so that's nice. Well, Sparky and Kate got into a bit of a social spat. I wonder why. Kate derided Sparky's personality. Okay. Well, I guess it's Mart's turn to take a brief stay in a prison cell. That's not the correct button. Mostly because of the sidetrack addiction. And of course, chemical damage to the right kidney. I guess I'm gonna have to start making, detoxifier kidneys. Oh well, it is what it is. Red. Well, I'm just gonna make you turn in all your weapons, Mark. Cause there's gonna be a temporary stay at a prison cell just to, get that addiction. Alright, who has the best odds of actually arresting you? Hay House. Well, I guess that's your job now, Hay House. And that should take care of that. In the meantime, I can just, set Mark to convert. Well, Mark is berserk, unfortunately. Oh, Nedson. And Hay House. And, I think this might be too many, people, so Nedson, you can go back to whatever you're doing. It's just gonna be Red and Hay House. And of course, whatever builder bot is, nearby to deal with the damaged door. Alright, you two, get in there and go bonk Mark over the head. Alright, Hay House, how are you doing? Well, Mark successfully went down. And it's no longer an issue. Well, I think I've reclaimed everything that I wanted to keep. Let's report this ancient danger in the meantime before I leave. And it's just full of, Mechanoids. Go figure. All combat personnel, go report to, for combat duty. If the turrets don't get to the Mechanoids first, that is. You lot. Get in there. And go in the Mechanoids. Up close and personal. So he had some friendlies show up. Stabilize and stabilize on you. Ooh, hey, a psychic animal pulsar. Yoink! Yep, just one of these Cyclops. And I think it's time to head out to the next tile. Recall the bots. Let's also not forget the Miltor. His own every last Mechanoid to process down into parts. Just like that. Anyways, let's get out of here. Well, I feel like checking out this river confluence here. So that's where we're headed. Anyways, I hope the draft ship doesn't crash or run into any other issues. Well, looks like we made it to the new base location. I think I'll just park the ship right over here. And confirm. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. And nothing went wrong, so that's great. And that's a 2% bonus to the meat amount that we get from the animals that we butcher. Run that one again, please. Well, I think this is where I'm going to leave off the video, so like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video and its playlist all over social media if you want to help out the channel and the algorithm for free. And if you want to support the channel financially, there's a link to my Ko-Fi in the description below where you can do exactly that for as little as $1 a month. And you get a name on the credit stream for that, along with some other bonus links to support the channel. They're also greatly appreciated. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Bye.